here tonight. It's a middleweight matchup between two of the best at 185, both in search of a shot at the title, as Brainstem and Michael Bisping collide. Brainstem may have won a light heavyweight title in the WEC, but he's shown himself to be even better at 185 pounds, winning 4 of 5 UFC bouts since moving to middleweight in 2010. And while his recent knockout of Alessio Sakara was a big one, beating Michael Bisping puts him right in the title picture. A veteran of nearly 6 years in the octagon, Bisping is one of the sport's premier fighters and a proven competitor at both 205 and 185 pounds. But he is growing impatient for a shot at the middleweight crown, so he'll be looking to make an example out of Stan tonight.
This is an enormous, enormous fight for Brainstem. A huge opportunity in facing Michael Bisping, who's one of the top contenders in the UFC's middleweight division. Brainstem is the former WEC light heavyweight champion and has had some great success moving down to middleweight. He's a big power puncher. In his last bout, the KO of Alessio Sakara is a testament to that. Other highlights of his career is the stoppage of George Santiago, who's an excellent fighter. He's been fighting in other organizations and doing very well, as well as a stoppage of Chris Lieben, Iron Chin Chris Lieben. And before that, a submission win over Mike Macenzio, showing his well-rounded abilities. Brainstem is very much looking forward to this fight because of the type of fighter that Michael Bisping is, and what kind of a recipe for disaster this bout is on paper. Should be awesome.
First Brit to win the Ultimate Fighter. The first Brit to fight in a UFC main event. Michael the Count Bisping, coming off what he called a controversial decision loss to Chael Sonnen. He has never lost 2 straight. In fact, when you look at the fighting career of Michael Bisping, 13-4 in the UFC, everything could be called close and controversial, including when Matt Hamill was defeated by Michael Bisping. Only guy who's ever caught him is Dan Henderson. Other than that, Michael Bisping has been outstanding.
He really has, Mike, and one of the things that's really underrated about Michael Bisping is his fitness level. Michael Bisping has incredible cardio and actually has a resting heart rate in the high 30s, which is amazing. Yes, that is absolutely true. It is amazing, and that just shows you what kind of fitness, what kind of cardiovascular shape he's in, and that's one of the weapons he uses in the octagon. He sets a very fast pace and can keep it going strong for 3 rounds. Mayhem Miller wilted under that pace, Jorge Rivera wilted under that pace, and many other fighters have as well. His boxing and his striking have improved. His jiu-jitsu, although we rarely see it in the octagon, is at very high level as well.
23 wins in 27 fights, 19 finishes, 16 by knockout. He has talked quite often about his opportunity to fight for the title. There you saw Tiki Gosen, his longtime friend and trainer, and Jason Perillo working the striking of Michael Bisping for this matchup. Jason Perillo, one of the best in the business. And there's a lot of people
people who have learned a lot of things from Jason Perillo.
Michael Bisping is really coming into his own, Mike. This should be a sensational fight.
Brian Stan injured his shoulder. He was supposed to fight Hector Lombard in LA in August on Fox. Tonight, he takes on Michael the Count Bisping here in Toronto. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight is brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go. The Brit, 2 years the elder of the American. Everything else is virtually identical. Once again, here is the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is brought to you by Zenergy, powered by Zions, the great tasting, sugar-free, energy zero-calorie drink, the official energy drink of the UFC. And Corn Nuts, the official corn snack of the UFC. Corn Nuts, corn to the core. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 12 wins, 4 losses, standing 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Scranton, Pennsylvania, USA, ladies and gentlemen, he is the former WEC light heavyweight champion, All-American Brainstem. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Valley Tudo fighter holding a professional record, 23 wins, 4 losses, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Manchester, England, ladies and gentlemen, he is the Ultimate Fighter Season 3 winner, Michael the Count Bisping! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Josh Rosenthal.
Josh Rosenthal, our referee, for this middleweight matchup with title ramifications. Bisping.
All right, gentlemen,
Stan.
you ready? Let's fight.
Here we go. Tonight's clock brought to you by Sony Pictures. Here Comes the Boom, in theaters October 12th. White trunks for the All-American Brian Stan, the Count Michael Bisping in the black trunks. Bisping said he believes he can use his speed advantage, his head movement, and pick Brian Stan apart.
Brian Stan has some serious power in his hands, though, Mike. And Bisping has to be careful of that, especially the overhand right, which he has had problems in the past with.
Yes, and that's exactly what I was thinking. He has the type of knockout power that Dan Henderson possesses.
Well, that's a punch that Jorge Rivera tagged him with. It's a punch that Dennis Kang tagged him with. So it's not just, I mean, he's tightened that up a lot. And he's actually talked about that in his game plan. Keep his left hand high, keep his chin tucked. He knows that he's had some issues with it in the past, and he's worked very, very hard to tighten up all aspects of his game, including his boxing. And right now, he has Brian Stan up against the cage, and they're free.
Brian Stan has just continued to evolve.
He's looking for that right hand.
Yeah, former light heavyweight champion in the WEC. Moved to 85.
Watch his open fingers.
From 205 back in 2010 in a fight of the night performance against Mike Macenzio.
Yeah, both guys are very big middleweights. Good right leg kick by Stan.
Actually, Bisping started at 205 in the UFC as well, Joe. Won the Ultimate Fighter at 205.
I thought I just said that.
No, we did. Just reiterating.
Bisping right, ate that right hand. Bisping's got to keep that chin tucked a little bit more. You see how it's a little bit straight up in the air. Where Stan has his chin a little bit more hidden behind his shoulders. Oh, he just ate a nice jab by Bisping.
We saw him wince.
Yeah, that was
to the body.
Very accurate jab.
Counter right by Stan. The phrase has been used before. Brian Stan is the kind of guy you like your daughter to marry, but you don't want your son to fight. He is all class. Can he take him down?
Bisping with the takedown attempt, working very hard for this.
Nice job by
Double
Stan.
underhooks, trying for the trip. Stan able to keep it up.
Utilized a lot of energy there, did Michael Bisping, looking for that takedown.
As did Stan in defending.
Stan over the top with the right as they work in close quarters. You knew the knee was coming there.
And like I said, I put Bisping's cardio right up there with anyone in the game.
You give Stan the strength advantage here?
Yes, very nice elbow there by Bisping against the cage, though. And a couple of good punches in response by Stan. I give Stan a power punching advantage for sure. And Brainstem has legitimate one-punch knockout power. Michael Bisping wears guys down. He's got excellent boxing, but he wears them down.
Oh, caught him. Inside leg kick.
He's okay. He said he's going to shake it off.
Good exchange again. Both men looking for it.
He landed that one up top, couple to the body. Whoa, they are exchanging here, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, there was no doubt, and you and Dana White talked at the end of the prelims, 1-1 now, that there was pretty much no way this fight wasn't going to be anything but spectacular, and so far, so good.
You got time. I'm good.
He says good. Yeah, no doubt about that one, folks.
You talked about how Michael Bisping just picks people apart, Joe.
Good?
He has landed the most significant strikes in middleweight history. Also has excellent striking defense. Brainstem is a finisher.
Yeah, Bisping is certainly a volume puncher. And that's also, a testament to his cardio. The fact that he can wear guys down like that. And I point again to the Mayhem Miller fight. It's an excellent example. A lot of people thought Mayhem looked bad in that fight. I thought it was because Bisping looked spectacular.
Absolutely.
He just really put the pressure on Mayhem.
Quick hook landed.
Stan open fingers, guys.
Stayed home in Alpharetta, Georgia for much of this training camp. He's had a lot of things going on with his beautiful family, his daughters, Alexandra and Deanna. But he's been training with the Jackson team since 2009.
Stan's mixing up the leg kicks inside and out. And Bisping more concentrating on the boxing.
Bisping's jab has been really solid so far in this fight.
He's working very hard for that takedown again, can't get it. Oh, big right hand! Bisping may be hurt!
And again with the right hand. Stan trying to hunt him down. Final seconds of round one. Brainstem landed a big right hand. Tonight's Corner Cam brought to you by Corn Nuts, the only snack with big enough kernels to step into the octagon. Here's Tiki and Jason Perillo with Bisping.
He just took a wobbly step there, Mike, even just stepping down to sit down.
Close. Listen, real close. You got to get your movement back, okay? I don't see any of your movement. It has to come back. Okay. Tie him into an exchange if you're going to take the shot.
There you go. Calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down, man. Just calm down.
Breathe.
Fill your lungs up all the way to your belly. There you go. Breathe. You got to shorten your punches in there.
If you're going to take the shot, you got to do it as he comes in, okay? And it's got to be faster. You got to get off your knees. Circle. Use that movement.
Let's take a look at that right hand by Brainstem. Right there. And here's a nice elbow by Bisping. The two most significant shots in that excellent first round.
A real key aspect of round number one was the takedown defense of Brainstem. Because Chael Sonnen was able to take him down quite often. Now, granted, Michael Bisping's not the wrestler Chael Sonnen is, but still he looked for takedowns, and Stan was able to avoid.
And Stan is slinging hands with confidence in this round. A nice jab there by Bisping to snap the head back of Stan.
Both men landing a significant amount of strikes, but we talked about how strong the jab was and how accurate Bisping was throwing it. Connecting on 72% of his significant strikes. He wants the takedown again.
Here again, ducked under. This time he's got it. Beautiful job by Bisping. Down into side control.
Michael Bisping said he wants to make history as the first Brit to be a UFC world champion. He's been in the UFC for a long time, since 2006. Brainstem did say that he was 100% convinced that Bisping will want to take him down. He was right about that.
And Bisping successful finally doing so, but look at that, reversed and big punch on the top by Stan. I like how he did that too. Just put the hand into the armpit and pushed him off.
And now it's Stan on top, inside the guard of Bisping.
Watch the fingers in the face.
UFC 153 live Saturday, October 13th. Anderson Silva moves to light heavyweight to battle the American Psycho Stephan Bonner. Our coverage begins with a 2-hour UFC prelims on FX at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
Bisping is setting up a triangle, Mike. Look at how he's controlling the left wrist of Brainstem and moving his knee up. He's trying to set a triangle up. Brainstem is aware of it. Of course, he has a good triangle of his own. Won by triangle over Mike Macenzio.
Michael Bisping has not.
Stan staying on top here. Sprawling, holding the front. Something happened there. Stan was talking, complaining to the referee. Yeah. Thumb to the eye. He got thumbed in the eye.
Let's see what Josh Rosenthal does here.
The referee does not know it.
Michael Bisping has not earned a UFC victory by submission.
I believe that's what Stan said. I believe he said he got thumbed in the eye. I'm not sure, though.
Hands inside, hands inside.
There was he was saying something, complaining about something.
Quick look up at the clock by Stan. Michael Bisping said, I will fight whoever I need to get a shot at the title. And tonight, that's Brainstem. Jason Torello telling Bisping to keep his hands high.
Those jabs by Bisping are very nice.
Been ultra accurate, as we talked about, Joe. And he's circling to his right very often in this fight, which means he's circling away from the big right hand of Brainstem, unlike his fight against Dan Henderson.
Yeah, he's relaxing in this round. You can see his technique is coming back. His chin is much more tucked in this round. Hands up high. It's just during the anxiety, especially with the first round, is when he makes a mistake of keeping his head up high.
Stan throwing another kick. Brainstem has thrown about 3 times more kicks and landed them than Michael Bisping. Mouse under the right eye of Stan. 45 seconds on the clock in the second.
There's a shot again. And up again. Wow. Bam. Big takedown by Michael Bisping. That's 2 in this round. 1 reverse, though.
What happened to the old Brits can't wrestle thing? That's long gone. Michael Bisping living in California now full-time.
Working on a Kimura.
He's never won in the UFC by submission.
Holding that side control, and now guard.
And
good round for Bisping.
Very good round.
We're gonna win the round, baby. Atta boy, big lungs.
Take a seat, brother.
Take a seat, breathe in deep.
You relax your arms.
In through your nose, beautiful. Fucking great job, Mike. Yeah.
Very nice.
Take a breath, take a sip when you're ready. You're around, yes.
We won that round big. Let's win this third, all right? Let's
You're
win
busy.
this third big.
Your movement is good. Your movement is good. Keep that movement. Okay, when you take that shot, get off your knees right away. He cannot stop it. Okay, your left hand, you gotta start throwing the right. Your jab is going. I need the right hand as well.
Big love.
Here's the takedowns of Michael Bisping. Here's the first one in that round. Very nicely done into side control. And here's the second. Another excellent takedown executed right into side control. And that one, he maintained that position for a while.
Interesting that the takedowns of Chael Sonnen earned him the victory over Michael Bisping back in January. And tonight, the takedowns of Michael Bisping, a significant difference in this fight.
Certainly in that round, as they exchanged leg kicks.
Still landing at a percentage well over 70% is Bisping.
You know, it's interesting, Mike. Brainstem landed that one power shot in that first round, and since then has really not been able to connect with anything significant.
Now, let us not
nice
forget.
leg kick. But this again, takedown by Bisping.
Let us not forget the wrestler, and who is also an outstanding mixed martial artist. Chris Weidman is in the mix here at 185 after his win over Mark Munoz.
Oh, he's not just in the mix, he's dangerous. That is a very scary man, Chris Weidman.
And so Michael Bisping looking to be even not just the victor tonight, but ultra impressive in doing so.
Yeah, Weidman is, in my opinion, a true freak. And he's one of those dudes that you don't fight him and then you fight him 6 months later, you made a mistake.
Yeah,
in
right.
6 months, he got twice as good.
Ray Longo and Matt Serra said the first time he stepped into the octagon to both you and I, this kid is the real deal. And he has been thus far.
Matt Serra does not, he doesn't give the kind of compliments that he gives about Chris Weidman very lightly.
Right.
When he talks highly about a guy like that, you believe him. And he's shown it time and time again in the octagon, especially in the Mark Munoz fight and the Tom Lawler fight.
Yeah.
I mean, his submissions are excellent. His strikes are improving day by day, getting better. Real dangerous threat. And I really hope he gets a chance eventually at Anderson Silva. I think that would be an amazing fight. But right now, these two guys are still going at it here. I believe the second round most certainly went to Michael Bisping because of the takedowns. But you could probably say the first round probably went to Stan because of that one significant punch that rocked Bisping.
So Stan needs to turn it up here, though. Michael Bisping now 4th all-time in most significant strikes thrown in the UFC. Passed Chris Lights Out Lytle tonight in that category.
That was a nice combo by Bisping. Good one, too. And you see the face of Brainstem is much more marked up than Bisping's face. Bisping is landing more in volume, whereas Stan had that one really big shot in the first round, but hasn't been able to get it. Oh, that right hand landed.
Looking again for a takedown.
But as he fights off these takedown attempts, the more he does that, the more it's going to wear him out and make it difficult to uncork some of those power punches.
The leader in most significant strikes landed in UFC history is the longtime welterweight champion George Rush St. Pierre, set to return in a couple of months in Montreal. Title fight against Carlos Condit.
That's a great fight.
Yeah, coming off that long layoff with the knee injury for George. Just over 90 seconds remain here in this fight. Looking for the head kick.
Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Good body kick. Good 1-2 by Bisping. And a good right hand over the top by Stan, but Bisping rolled with it.
You know, the number of significant strikes landed by Bisping and Stan is not that far apart, Joe. 77 to 61 right now. The percentage is much different, though. Doesn't matter how many times you swing, if you hit it out of the park, Still works. And Stan trying to put a combination together there. Again looking for the takedown. He has landed 3. Stan has fought off 7.
And it's not just landing the takedown, Mike. He's forcing Brian Stan to fight in this very grueling way,
another one,
which tests his fitness. And like I said, that is one of Michael Bisping's weapons that he uses inside the octagon, is how in shape he is, his cardio.
Back up. Oh, my.
And again,
15 seconds remain. Stan was right when he said Bisping was going to try to take him down.
10 seconds. Take that single.
Good combination
Fighting to
by
the
Stan.
finish.
Great fight.
And they go the distance. Brian Stan, Michael Bisping put on a great show here in Toronto. Take a look at our fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go.
He landed a far more effective strike. You heard him 4 times. It's a close fight. It was a great fight.
And here we see the elbow. Nice short elbow by Michael Bisping. And here's a right hand right to the eye by Brian Stan. And here's Michael Bisping's takedowns. 1 into side control. Nice jab by Bisping. And there's another takedown. That was really the story of certainly of the second round.
Let's take a look at the final numbers. Our statistics brought to you by Dodge, the official automobile of the UFC.
Better than you expected?
The big difference wasn't so much in the strikes landed. As you see, Bisping did land more, but the percentage much different. The real key to this is not just in the striking stats that we show you here, but in the 4 takedowns that Michael Bisping landed. The numbers striking-wise are pretty close, but there is an advantage to the count, Michael Bisping. We await the decision, and some of those have been disappointing to Michael Bisping in the past, including his most recent fight against Chael Sonnen, a fight he felt very strongly that he had won.
Come home tomorrow, see the kids.
His 3 children living in Southern California now. Here is Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Michael the Count Bisping.
Yes!
Unanimous decision victory for Michael Bisping. Congratulations to the Count.
We appreciate it, bro. Let's keep each other.
Brian Stan disappointed as he leaves here tonight. On the other side of that decision, here's Michael with Joe.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Michael Bisping. First of all, Michael, congratulations. It's a big win for you. Very, very tough opponent in Brian Stan. What was the game plan coming in here, and how do you think it went?
Well, first off, Brian Stan, what a competitor. Nothing but respect for that guy. Inside the cage and outside the cage. Congratulations, he's one tough son of a gun. My God, he hit me pretty hard as well. The game plan, mix it up. I think I have a more rounded skill set. Land punches, take him down, land punches. Look for the submission, whatever.
You know, your resting heart rate, I found out this week, something around 30, was it 38 beats per minute or something like that?
34 BPM 3 weeks ago.
That's pretty ridiculous, man. And that has to be a weapon also that you use inside the octagon. I think that might have been part of the key to your success tonight, the pace that you pushed.
Yeah, I always try and push a fast pace. I was never a particularly gifted athlete. I just want this so bad. I train so hard. Ask anyone that trains or any coaches. No one trains as hard as me. Listen, I'm not the most talented person in the world, but I'm hungry and I want it. And that overpowers anything. My desire to be the world champion is not going away. the owners of the organization. Come on, hook a brother up.
Well, this is a big, big win for you tonight.
Hold on, Joe, I ain't finished. I've been out of the octagon for 10 months, so this is my time. Canada, love you guys, man. Thank you, Toronto, UFC, MMA Elite, all my coaches, my family, everybody, love you all. Thank you, guys.
You've made an excellent case for a shot at the title, sir. Good luck to you. Michael Bisping, ladies and gentlemen.
Michael the Count Bisping, victorious by unanimous decision, earning his 14th career UFC victory.